Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Ninth Legion. Let's play some more The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. I kind of missed something here. I was running around doing a bit of trading, a little bit of selling, cleaning up some space in our inventory so I could carry on with our next quest quite happily. And I ran into this bookshop thinking I could sell him some books that I don't need. They were weighing me down. Turns out he had a quest for me. I didn't expect this to happen. Sorry, it wasn't on camera. So we do have a new quest. Message from an old friend. Geralt stopped by a certain Novigrad book merchant whose owner recognized him at once. He said someone had left a book with him a long time ago, with instructions to give it to Geralt if he ever got the chance. This naturally got my interest, so I have to find this book. Find a book with a red cover using my Witcher senses. And it's red there. So, there we go. The Merry Adventures of Muriel the Lovely Harlot. Illustrated edition.
The Merry Adventures of Muriel the Lovely Harlot, adorned with humorous engravings.
Sounds lovely. So, do I need to read that now? Quest item. There we go. On one occasion, Muriel went on a journey to see her auntie in Maribor, accompanied by her nursemaid. Their path took them through a forest, and in this forest lived a raucous troop of bandits. This infamous group was led by Flynn Selms, and all the king's men had been unable to bring them to justice. Alas, such was Muriel's great misfortune that these bandits chose to attack her carriage. Muriel's nursemaid was old, blind, and deaf. She did not wake when a tree fell in front of the carriage with a loud thud, nor when the bandits fought a fierce battle against their guardsmen. When Flynn ripped open the carriage door with his muscular arms and stepped inside, Muriel had to deal with the danger herself. "Make our guest comfortable, young lady," the old nursemaid muttered in her sleep, and Muriel obediently carried out her instructions. Oh, good lord, that's quite a dirty book. Why did I need to read that? What happened? Was that not the book? Oh, okay. I'm just reading pornography for no reason, apparently. Right. Find a book with a red cover. That was a red book, and it's in my quest log, so that's got to be it. What's going on? There's no additional information to be had here. Okay, let's keep on looking. Maybe there's something else. Oh, there's another book. Okay, maybe... Oh, there's a bunch of books. Okay, maybe this one's less dirty. The Treatment of Furuncles Through Cauterization, a study. That is definitely less dirty. I'm sure this is a lovely book. Everyone's seen a boil, usually more than they'd care to. These deformities don't just mar your beauty, they can be signs of disease, or even the disease's cause and epicenter. If your lungs wheeze and your heart flutters, or if you're just sick of pustules, you can carve them off and be free of this ill for good. I don't recommend that. If you have a boil, don't just go cutting it off. When you go to carve off a boil, use a sharp knife which you've had a dog lick thoroughly beforehand, for a dog's tongue works wonders in healing wounds. You've got to be brave as you go about it, slicing as confidently and steadily as if carving off a hunk of cheese. Who carves cheese confidently? Okay. Then quickly cauterize the resultant wound using a red-hot poker. Don't pay any mind to screams or tears. Pus, bile, and any other humours need to be gathered in a basin, then dumped in a pit and the pit covered, else the illness might return. Wonderful advice, which no one should follow.
A study.
It will work, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying don't go doing it to yourselves. My manifesto, the like of Jacques de Oldersberg.
My manifesto.
Okay. I'm just going to be reading a whole bunch of books for this entire episode, aren't I? The reasons for choosing Jacques de Oldersberg as Grand Master remain a mystery. The Order of the White Rose had gone through a crisis in those times and was on the verge of collapse, so one might guess that the Brethren wished to have someone decisive as their leader, someone with a clear vision. De Oldersberg was precisely just such a man. One of his first decisions was to change the Brotherhood's name to the Order of the Flaming Rose. The most puzzling aspect, however, is that the Order and the King himself decided to trust a man who, for all intents and purposes, had appeared out of nowhere. They say he was a wanderer, an itinerant priest who moved crowds with his speeches declaiming non-humans. They say he worked miracles and showed his flock visions of a world destroyed by the White Frost. He was undoubtedly a man of great charisma, one instilled with unshakable principles which he in turn tried to instill in others. Was he truly a source? Was he indeed gifted with raw magic talent? That we will never know for certain. Okay, well I'm learning a lot, even if these books are
Must
the wrong
be it.
ones.
There's a letter inside.
There's a letter in it. Okay. I was quite enjoying that. A letter from A. Witcher. In the ocean of possibility, some events are more likely and some less. It is not easy to fish out the first, not even when one's intellect stretches through all time and space. I left this letter for you in the hope that, despite all odds, you will come across it one day, for I must warn you. Mankind is threatened. The prophesied destruction by the White Frost is not just some babbling of some mad she-elf. Perhaps I will have the opportunity to convince you of this in person. If not, I must rely on this letter, which you will read many years from now, at a time when you know more than you did when we first met. Know that nothing will save the world except preparing its entire population for this catastrophe. The old tales say a child of the elder blood can stave off the danger, but I tried and failed. Ever since I have been haunted by a hideous vision, a crowned wraith, the spectre of my failure. I was the chosen one, and the chosen one failed. You and your brotherhood are our only hope. When the time of the wolf's blizzard comes, men shall perish and only the Ubermen will survive. Your duty is to give the world Ubermen. Whatever you think of me, do not fail as I have failed. A. I don't know who that is, but that's a very interesting letter. Now, a child of the Elder Blood? Ciri is a child of the Elder Blood. So whoever A is, they think they're the chosen one, but I'm going to guess they're not. Okay, that was it. We just picked up some more information. So apparently this is pretty bad. There are more books. I'm going to steal all the books. Moribundia, the vampire's last likeness. I would hope that this is something beneficial to us. Maybe we're going to learn more about vampires from this. Thereupon Isabella took Edward's glistening visage in her hand and embraced his icy lips, which were twisted into a cynical grin. "Forgive me, my love," she whispered, stifling the sobs heaving her bosom, "but my heart doth long with fiercer passion for yon werewolf whom thou hatest with all thy vampiric thou-ness." I don't... What? Hang on. "With yon werewolf thou shalt know peace and happiness." Is that Twilight? That's a book on Twilight. That Edward, Bella, and a werewolf. That is about... I'm not reading that. Screw that. I can go to hell. Right. I am thoroughly disgusted with this bookshop. They're trying to make me read Twilight. Tyromancy, or the noble art of cheese divination. That is a book I can read. Cheese divination. Okay, this is going to be good. "What splendid diversity reigns in the kingdom of cheese." Great opening line. "The ripened curd can be white or blue, hard or soft, fresh or aged, from the milk of cows, sheep or goats, brined, pickled or in touch. This list could go on till the end of time." Oh, please let it do. "And each of them, every last slice, every morsel and crumb, not only brings with it an unmatched rush of sensory experience, but in the right hands can be made to reveal the universe's most closely guarded secrets." See, I always knew cheese was good. I always knew there was good things about cheese. "For cheese, like the innards of sacrificed animals, the flight of a swallow, or vivid dreams, can be used for divination. The depth and size of a cheese's holes reveal when rains will fall in the coming year, while the colour of mould veins tells who shall love whom, and the scent of a hard grana padano predicts which army will vanquish its foes and which shall perish. The best divination, however, is done using the ancient method of fondue. One must simply melt two different kinds of cheese, preferably Emmental and Gruyere, in white wine or, in a pinch, in a dry apple cider. Then one must use a long stick to immerse a morsel of bread in the resultant thick soupy mixture, all the while keeping in mind the question, what shall my child be like when he, or she as the case may be, grows. Then bring the cheese-covered morsel of bread up to a candle so that it casts a shadow on the wall. The shape will provide a sure and easily understood answer to your query. Well, now I'm bloody hungry. God damn, I am just suddenly have a complete craving for cheese. And you know what makes it worse? I've never had fondue. Nope, I am 31 years old and I have never eaten fondue in my life. I don't know, I can never resist cheese long enough to actually get around to melting the damn stuff. Okay, that was a bizarre interlude there.
You'll starve to death here, monster slayer.
Okay, seriously, I want to kill everyone who believes in the eternal fire. I really want to punch them in the face. Anyway, we were actually coming this way to do a quest before I got taken off track by the random bookie. Not bookie, bookshop person. We were going to go do the fencing lessons. So let's go do that, maybe. Possibly. All I can think of is cheese. Seriously. Oh, I'm so hungry. Get out of the way, I'm hungry. I need cheese. Out the way, peasants. Or rich people, I'm not sure. I can't tell anymore. Which way am I going? I'm going this way. I knew I was going the right way. Don't tell me I'm going the wrong way, game. Trying to distract me. Like you did with the cheese. Where are we going? This is not a direct path, game. There we go. Okay. Right, we need to talk to the guard captain about fencing lessons, but I really need to go eat some cheese, so I'm actually going to call this episode short. That was a bizarre little episode there, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. If you did enjoy this, leave a like, leave a comment, feel free to subscribe, and hopefully I will see you later, once I've eaten some cheese. Bye!